Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be discussing how childcare providers can effectively manage their time. We'll discuss how to develop your time management skills and systems to better support your business. The information contained in this video has been prepared by Civitas Strategies Early Start and is not intended to constitute legal, tax, or financial advice. The Civitas Strategies Early Start team has used reasonable efforts in collecting, preparing, and providing this information, but does not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, adequacy, or currency. The publication and distribution of this information is not intended to create, and receipt does not constitute any attorney-client or any other advisory relationship, and reproduction of this information is expressly prohibited. So today we'll discuss time and task management practices to combat the challenges that childcare business owners face. We know you wear many hats and fill many roles every day. To help you effectively manage your time and plan your day, this guide will examine how you can effectively manage your time. What are some time management strategies? And what steps can I take to improve my time management? With busy, fast-moving days, it is so easy for childcare providers to lose sight of goals and important tasks, right? We might get lost in the details. We might have a plan for how we're going to go about our day, and it might get derailed by new activities. And often this might stop us from accomplishing as much as we wanted. Sound familiar? Unfortunately, once you have problems with your task management, your time management problems can get worse. A task management system can help prevent problems from occurring in the first place and can remedy any issues that arise. The foundation for time management is broken down into two key practices: self-organization and task management. Self-organization is the ability of a system to spontaneously arrange its components in a purposeful manner, which means that when you're utilizing a system, you're going to get some meaningful data just by inputting discrete data. In other words, when you put information into the system, it's going to arrange it for you, and you'll be able to get a better result and a better sense of the information than what you put in. Task management is the process of managing a task through its life cycle. It involves planning, testing, tracking, and reporting. Task management can help individuals achieve goals, or can help groups collaborate and share knowledge for the accomplishment of collective goals. Tasks are differentiated by complexity from high to low, so that the proper amount of time can be spent on each task. Let's talk about how you can develop and sustain a system that works for you. To begin addressing time management, it is important to create a list of tasks you would need or would like to accomplish over the course of a set time period. This could be daily, weekly, or monthly. One of the easiest places to begin with time management is to make a to-do list for yourself. When you create your to-do list, you will want to write down all tasks that need to be accomplished, both those that are a part of your daily routine and those that you will not be repeating daily. At this stage, you should write down anything that comes to mind that you would like to accomplish in the time period you have decided on, whether that's this week or this month. To capture all the tasks that you have on your plate, ask yourself questions like, when I think about my business, what are the things that keep me up at night? What are steps that I need to take to keep my business running? And is there anything being overlooked? Are there tasks that I keep putting on the back burner so that I can focus on more important issues? And are there actions that I need to take to reach any of the goals that I have for my childcare business that I haven't yet taken? Once you have a list of tasks, you will want to approach them with a task prioritization system. Choose a system that will work best for you, and we'll get into specific systems later in this presentation. The COVID time management grid is an especially effective method of organizing your priorities. It helps to differentiate between activities that are important, activities that are urgent, and activities that might not be necessary. Important activities produce results that are essential to reaching your goals, and managing your time will allow you to meet your goals. You can separate each task that you have on your to-do list into Covey's 4 quadrants by asking yourself 2 questions about each task. Is this urgent? And is it important? Quadrant 1 consists of tasks which have immediate and important deadlines. An example of a Quadrant 1 task would be paying your mortgage if the due date is next week. Or if you have a small portion of your building which is unsafe, making that repair, right? That's urgent and important. Quadrant 2 tasks require long-term strategizing and development. A business plan for next year would be an example of a Quadrant 2 task. Another example would be creating your employees' schedules for next month. Quadrant 3 tasks can appear urgent, but are not important. They are time-pressured distractions. An example of a Quadrant 3 task could be taking or making a phone call that's an interruption to your day that doesn't need to be attended to today and doesn't result in positive actions that move Quadrant 1 and 2 tasks forward. Quadrant 4 tasks offer less value. They are not urgent and not important. Examples of Quadrant 4 tasks could be things that you do to kind of procrastinate, right? Like scrolling through past business social media posts, or it's something that's just not necessary and offers little value, but perhaps it's not completely unimportant, such as organizing craft materials for children. With your new understanding of the quadrants, you will next assign each of your activities to the corresponding quadrant. To begin, ask yourself if each task is important or urgent, and write down the number of the corresponding quadrant next to that task. Make sure that you're honest with yourself when you come across tasks that you most enjoy doing, as well as those that you do not enjoy doing. There's a lot of urgent and important tasks that we might not enjoy, but they have to get done. There are many reasons why Covey's time management grid is a highly recommended time management tool. The process of listing and organizing your tasks using the grid is simple and effective. It's an easy way to categorize your tasks, even if just conceptually. It allows you to address everything that's in your brain. It helps you to identify tasks that you can't put off any longer. And it shows you when tasks can't be put off any longer and where attention must be paid. Now let's chat about some other time management strategies in addition to Covey's 4 quadrants. First, time chunking. Time chunking is the process of evaluating similar tasks that can be accomplished together to help save you time. If you have similar tasks in quadrants 1 and 2, and they have some overlap, you can chunk them and accomplish them together. This allows you to remain focused on similar topics and ultimately saves you time. Tasks like paying bills, reviewing bank transactions, or filling out forms online for a loan can all be accomplished with one block of time, since these tasks will most likely require use of your online banking resources. Meal planning should be done in conjunction with grocery lists. You can assign a block of time to concentrate on all tasks associated with scheduling and payroll. You can also save yourself time by accomplishing similar tasks that need to be addressed in the same physical area of your facility within one block of time. For instance, if you have several tasks that involve working in the food prep area, conduct all those tasks within a defined block of time. Look around your workspace and see what tasks can be addressed in the same physical space and completed in a logical order to what you would like to accomplish. Reducing distractions. It may seem counterintuitive, but sometimes blocking off portions of your day or week to dedicate toward specific tasks can be a huge time saver. Bouncing from topic to topic and task to task requires time to transition, and those transitions can add up. Eliminating some of these transitions can help you to gain some much needed time back into your daily life. Similarly, you can find ways to reduce distractions during these blocks of time. Transitioning from paying bills to answering a phone call can take just as much time as transitioning from one task to another. So if you can, silence your phone, close your door, and avoid checking messages. This can help you to save time in the long run. Now, if you're a solo provider who must be available at all times during the workday, right? Try to prioritize tasks that require the most mental energy for a time when you are able to disconnect. So for instance, if you know that it takes you a lot of concentration to do your business finances, and you're constantly in the middle of different interactions during the day, as you must be, right, as a solo provider, then you might want to block off some time, maybe that's in the early morning or in the evening, to do your business finances, because doing that at a time when you're able to disconnect will help you to manage your time, feel less stressed, and accomplish it more efficiently. And finally, we want to work on limiting our worrying, right? When we worry about things that are either beyond our control or cannot be solved in the current moment, back burner tasks can pile up, and we also might experience mental burnout. So first off, by our nature, we tend to worry about what's urgent and important. We think of that as putting out fires. Unfortunately, that means that we may never get to other activities, especially activities that are important but not urgent. Even if they aren't urgent, the activities in quadrant 2 are important, and not addressing these important, unurgent tasks can be problematic. The tendency to procrastinate when tasks do not appear urgent is a problem that many people face. It is essential that the deadline for quadrant 2 tasks, important but not urgent, be determined, and that these tasks are addressed as seriously as quadrant 1 tasks. Additionally, as we continue to focus on quadrant 1, important and urgent, we end up with a traffic jam of tasks piling up in our other quadrants, which can be overwhelming and require some time to sort out. When it comes to less important tasks, try setting aside time each week or month to clear your to-do list in specific blocks. Minimize distractions, block out some time for yourself, and get everything done and off your plate. Think of this like a deep clean. Instead of a deep clean of your home, you're doing a deep clean of your to-do list. It seems time-consuming when you're planning for it, but the deep clean ultimately helps you to be more efficient and feel less overwhelmed and reduce your stress. The other issue that we must discuss is mental burnout. When we hold tasks in our mind, we tend to fixate on them and ruminate, and that doesn't do much to solve our problems. When we're doing this, it's a good idea to start by asking ourselves, is there anything that can be done about this right now? And if there is, take care of it. As simple as that sounds, the impact can be quite noticeable. Think of the approach like ripping off a Band-Aid. You can get it over and done with, and then you don't have to worry anymore. You can also check off an item off your to-do list, which feels great. If you can't do anything about the task right now, write it down, keep a log of your to-dos, and put a due date on it when you would need to pay attention to it again. The most important thing is to get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper or in a task management tool that will track it for you. This will help you to manage your stress levels and further reduce distractions, which will allow you to focus on your other work, your personal life, and yourself. When considering how to create a task management system that works for you, one option is to prioritize tasks using Covey's 4 quadrants and determine which quadrant each task belongs to. The next step would be to break down your schedule for each day. Start your day with everything that can be done in under 5 minutes. This allows you to quickly get some items checked off and saves you some time. Look for tasks that can be blocked together using time chunking, and then proceed to other tasks based on importance using quadrants. When thinking about your day, consider your natural tendencies. An example of considering your natural tendencies is that if you know you are most productive before noon, it might be best to assign yourself tasks in quadrant 1 at that time because they're urgent and important. And one other thing you might want to think about is that a lot of us don't divide our personal and professional lives 100%. We live the same life, right? Especially for home care providers, where you literally are operating a business out of your residence, out of your home. Often, professional and personal tasks can go on the same to-do list and can be broken down in order of importance in the time frame that they need to be accomplished. So when you're thinking about your task management tools, make sure that your tools are useful and not a distraction. They must be easy to implement and fit within your system. By trial and error, you will find that there are many tools that can work well for you. So don't feel discouraged if the first tool you try doesn't feel like a good fit for your work style. Some suggestions of ways to use different tools are paper planners and notebooks if you prefer that hard copy style, free apps that can be found with a Google search, apps with subscription costs, which might offer more features and more customizations, but obviously come with a price. And then you could also add reminders to your phone or your calendar. Time management is a skill that requires practice. For many people, it does not come naturally. Remember to have a system and stick to it. Don't let yourself get lost in details or derailed by distractions. You might even want to create a combined system for most practicality and ease of implementation. Recall time chunking, address tasks you are worried about head on, and remember to intentionally take time away from activities that reduce your focus, right? Activities like emails, texts, calls, and social media. And that might benefit your mental health as well as your business operations. Constantly refine and evolve your systems to adapt to changing tasks. It's completely all right if one system works for you now and doesn't work for your business needs in the future. Just focus on what's working right now. Now, if you need support setting up a task management system, a business coach can help. You can register for free one-on-one business coaching at childcare.texas.gov. Just so you know, there's also a wealth of resources available on childcare.texas.gov. We have information on operations, managing your business finances, attracting and retaining staff, taxes, and funding opportunities. So visit childcare.texas.gov for all of those resources. I hope this webinar was helpful. Have a great rest of your day.